Those two flights that you see behind me, they're going to New York and Newark and leave 20 minutes apart. And it's really funny to me that they have that as just like this corner of the airport, because those airports are like under an hour apart. And I honestly live between them. I could have chosen to go to either one. But I'm flying into Newark, which is 18 minutes later. So in theory, you'd be like, oh, you got to the airport 18 minutes later. It wasn't stupid o'clock in the morning. No, I did. I got here at like 4:45, which was wildly unnecessary, but glad I did it. No worries about being late. So I went to SeaWorld. So my weekend was kind of insane. I drove from, well, I took a train after work, so I worked all day Friday. Took a train to Trenton. We drove from Trenton to DC, which is about 4 hours, Friday night, late, in order to make sure we didn't hit traffic Saturday, because Saturday we then drove from DC to Orlando, which is another 12 and a half, 13 hours. So my sister is moving to Orlando. Again, she worked at Disney before, now she's working for Universal in marketing, which is just the chillest thing ever, because she gets so many free tickets and lives in an area where she can just do really cool stuff. So we had to drive her down, and my sister's got a car, but recently, and only got her license recently, so she's not super comfortable driving, hence me coming along. So I did about 13 hours-ish worth of driving, and she did something like 3 between Friday and Saturday. So that was crazy, but it was really good. We listened to a Harry Potter audiobook for about an hour. Otherwise, it was mostly music and talking. It was great. Really positive. And then yesterday, Sunday, I told her I would go to Orlando with her if we could get a free day in the parks out of it. So she thought we could use her old Disney passes, but we couldn't, which stunk majorly. But then we just went to SeaWorld and like accidentally got season passes. Whoops, so now I can go back for all of 2018, which is good because I figure I'll visit her for her graduation, and then also just because she lives in Orlando and can get me free Universal tickets. So now I have free Universal and free SeaWorld, and the flights are like $40 each way, so why not? Yeah, so that rocked. I have been wanting to go to SeaWorld for a very long time. But every time I come down here, other people want to go to Universal Studios for Harry Potter World or to Disney World. But this whole time I wanted to go to SeaWorld because I am obsessed with aquariums and love animals, specifically water. No, it's not animals, it's water. Water animals are just like a perk. So, the woman just walked by thinking I was taking a video in the other direction. Whoops. Yeah, so I've been wanting to go to SeaWorld forever. I had this dream that I had set up of flying south from New York/New Jersey to Orlando in early morning, going to SeaWorld all day, and then flying back late at night, which I can now theoretically do because I have the free ticket. So it would cost me all of like $100 for the whole day, which I know is a lot of money, but like to be able to say I had a day in SeaWorld, one day, and it wouldn't cost me a lot of money, that's really cool, because it would be like flights, food, etc. That'd be awesome. That's my dream now, which is a lot more attainable now that I don't have to pay for the park ticket. What else? Yeah, it was amazing. I loved it. The weather was supposed to be miserable. It was supposed to rain all day. It rained for about like half an hour, which made the humidity broke at that point. Oh, you can see my seatbelt line. Ow. And once the humidity broke, it was even better. So it was hot for some of the day. It was humid for most of it. I got to see Shamu in that show, which is awesome. I'll see if I recorded anything successfully and there's anything interesting to send you next time. Yeah, it was an overwhelmingly amazing experience. They also have really good roller coasters there, so it was just top to bottom good. Yeah, I have no real complaints. It was a super cheap trip because drove down, found like a $50 flight back. Yeah, and I didn't miss any work for it somehow. I left like an hour early Friday with comp time, and now it's Monday morning after all that, and I'm going in like an hour late with comp time, so it's gonna be a long day. I'm finished at 5, and then I plan to sleep for a while because I haven't gotten enough sleep since Thursday night, I guess. But yeah, it was so worth it. Alright, it's been a while. I've got a bunch of stuff on my phone. Eventually I'll upload it. like, the last 2 weeks not so recorded, but the 2 weeks before that I had done a ton, and then obviously the last 2 days I have a ton, so hopefully I'll get my stuff together and get that stuff, because I think some of it's interesting. Alright. There we go. DFTBA, y'all.